Good morning, good people. Welcome to Composition 10. Quick do now actually for you. We have in this green box says that you are going to need to open your materials from last class. So that's 6.1 Rhetorical Strategies document. We're going to need that document today. So please go ahead, pause this video, open up that document and scroll to the analysis page. Hit play when you're ready to go. All right, today's objective, we are going to identify and explain how rhetorical devices are used to persuade an audience. Your assignment today is the independent practice and exit slip survey. That is one document today that you found in your Google Classroom assignment. And then our agenda. You're going to watch this video. In the first part of the video, we are going to review the concepts from last class. Then we're going to jump into some new concepts in the form of rhetorical devices. We'll spend the bulk of today in your independent practice. Here you'll be identifying and analyzing rhetorical devices. At the end of that independent practice, there is a very brief exit slip. If we don't have any questions, we will dive in. All right, so a little bit of review. Rhetorical strategies. We said in the last lesson that anytime there's a speech, there's this rhetorical triangle that exists. The triangle consists of three parts: the speaker or writer, the message they're delivering, and the audience. And we connected those to the ideas of ethos, pathos, and logos. What we have here with ethos is an appeal to credibility. When we talked about appeal to credibility, we're saying, you should listen to me because of who I am. Maybe it's because I have strong character. Maybe it's because I'm an expert. Maybe it's because of my reputation. Whenever you're saying you should listen to me because of who I am, you're saying I'm a credible person. Therefore, you should be persuaded. When we talk about logos, we're talking about an appeal to logic. You should listen to me because what I am saying makes sense. It is true. It is facts. This is an appeal to logic or logos. And the third thing, sometimes in order to persuade an audience, a speaker tries to appeal to their audience's emotions to try to make them feel something. Maybe it's joy, maybe it's anger, maybe it's sadness, maybe it's adventure. If there's a type of emotion you want to make someone feel, and you think that emotion will help them be persuaded, that would be pathos, and that is an appeal to emotion. And so we're going to look through the videos, or at least name the videos that you looked at for homework, and identify which appeal each video was making. So if you're looking at your sheet, you're looking at the first video. Your first video was the Galaxy S10 5G official trailer. Was this an appeal to credibility, logic, or emotion? The answer is, this was an appeal to logic. Throughout the video, the commercial shows all the specs of the phone, how fast it is, how big it is. And so when you're talking about how fast a phone is, you're saying, look here's how quick our phone is. This is why you should buy it. That is a fact-based opinion, shows it was an appeal to logic. Second video was the rhetorical strategy with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You might know her as AOC. In her campaign video when she was running for Congress, was her strategy to appeal to credibility, logic, or emotion? The answer here, this was an appeal to credibility. Throughout the video, she was talking about how she is from the Bronx, how she is from the Queens, because she is from this area, she can relate to the people who work there. So she's saying, you should vote for me because of who I am. So this is an example of ethos, saying, vote for me because of who I am. This is an appeal to credibility. The third video, a lot of you did very well identifying this one. This was Google's Loretta commercial, where you have an elderly man asking Google to remind him things about his dead wife, Loretta. This was very much, obviously, which strategy? Yes, this was an appeal to emotion. By showing us the memories that someone had with their partner who passed away, you might have had a little bit of a tear well up in your eyes during this video. Our fourth video today was the Trident sugarless gum commercial from 1976. In this commercial, you had the classic 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed recommend sugarless gum for patients who chew gum. Was this strategy an appeal to credibility, logic, or emotion? This would be an appeal to credibility. By name-dropping dentists, by referring to dentists, they're saying, look, we have credible people recommending our product. Dentists are credible. They would know best. This is ethos, an appeal to credibility. Our fifth video was the Bounty paper towels commercial. In this commercial, we saw Bounty placed by the next leading brand to compare how well they wiped up a stain. Was this credibility, logic, or emotion? Yes, this one was logic. By showing how well a product works, you are appealing to someone's logic. You are using facts to try to sell something. And lastly, video 6, which was titled Vaping is an Epidemic. We saw people who are vaping. We could visually see just some sort of thing crawl throughout their skin, and an encouragement to get people to stop vaping. This was very clearly, the strategy employed here was very clearly an appeal to emotion. Hopefully you did well with these. If you have questions, please stop by office hours today. We can talk more about these 3 rhetorical strategies. But these 3 things here are just rhetorical strategies. Showing this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make my audience be persuaded because I am credible, because my message has logic, or because they emotionally want to do this thing. Today we're jumping deeper in as we talk about rhetorical devices. Rhetorical devices are the techniques used to convey meaning or persuade. There are countless rhetorical devices. The handout I gave you today, document 6.2, has a list of rhetorical devices. It has over here the name, in the middle column, a definition, and the third column, examples. There are many of these. I gave you a brief document today, but this is a document that honestly you could add to as the year goes on and even next year as we continue to study this. Examples of rhetorical devices include some terms that you've heard before, also maybe some words you have not heard before. Examples include metaphor, diction, repetition, hyperbole, analogy. And what I want you to do today is I really just want you to dig into this document on your own. And this is your assignment, to carefully read through the 6.2 document. Read through the different rhetorical devices, learn their definitions, and check out their examples to get a sense of what they actually do. And then use this document to answer the questions on today's survey. So the first part of the survey is just going to have like a definition, and you'll need to match the definition with a rhetorical device. The second part of the survey will have examples from some of the commercials that we watched today. And so you'll look at a specific quote from the commercials, and then you'll identify which specific rhetorical device was being used. Do your best on this. If you have any questions, remember I do have office hours this afternoon at 2:45. If you have questions, stop by and I can work through some of this with you as well. I hope you have a great day. Good luck.